What if your cat doesn't see you as an owner, but as their mother? It sounds strange, maybe even a little absurd. Cats have this reputation, right? Independent, aloof, only interested in you when the food bowl is empty. But that reputation might be one of the biggest myths in the animal world. Because when researchers started studying the emotional bonds between cats and their owners using the same attachment tests originally designed for human infants, something unexpected showed up. A huge number of cats form bonds with their humans that look almost identical to the bond a kitten forms with its biological mother. Not affection in some vague, poetic sense. Actual, measurable, biologically rooted attachment behavior. So today, we're going through 12 signs that your cat may genuinely see you as their mother figure. And as you'll see later, every single one of these connects perfectly to a university study that changed the way scientists think about the cat-human bond entirely. Some signs you already know. Others are so subtle, you've probably never noticed them. Let's start with the most obvious one. You walk into the kitchen. A few seconds later, tiny paws appear behind you. You head upstairs, and there they are again, sitting by the door, waiting. Your cat follows you everywhere. It seems cute, maybe a little clingy, but there's a reason behind it that goes back to kittenhood. In the first weeks of life, a kitten's survival depends entirely on staying close to its mother. She's warmth. She's food. She's protection from predators. That instinct to track a caregiver's movement doesn't just disappear once a kitten grows up. In many cats, it transfers directly onto the person who raised them or who they've bonded with. Now, not every case of following is attachment. Sometimes it's curiosity. Sometimes it's about food. But when a cat consistently chooses to be near you, even when nothing exciting is happening, that's a much stronger signal than simple curiosity ever could be. Few cat behaviors are as instantly recognizable as this next one. Think about what happens the moment you walk through the door. Some cats barely react. Others come running, tail up, meowing, weaving around your ankles like they haven't seen you in weeks. That greeting ritual isn't random. Kittens perform something remarkably similar when their mother returns to the nest after being away. It's a mix of relief and reconnection, a way of confirming that their most important source of safety is back. When your cat greets you at the door on some level, their nervous system is registering your return the same way. You're not just the person who feeds them. You're the anchor point their sense of security is built around. And your presence resets something in their emotional state almost instantly. Here's where things become a little more intimate. Think about sleep, because this one matters more than people realize. Sleep is the most vulnerable state any animal can be in. No alertness, no defense, completely exposed. In the wild, an animal only lowers its guard that much around something it deeply trusts. Kittens sleep piled against their mother because her body represents total safety. So when your cat chooses to sleep beside you, on your chest, curled into your side, or even on your pillow, they are making the same trust decision. And it's not just about warmth. Cats have plenty of other warm spots in a house. When they specifically choose your body night after night, their brain is treating you as a source of safety at their most defenseless moment. At first glance, this next one looks completely ordinary, maybe even a little quirky. That rhythmic pressing motion with their front paws, sometimes against a blanket, sometimes directly against you, is called kneading. It looks a little strange out of context, but it has a very specific biological origin. Kittens knead their mother's belly while nursing to stimulate milk flow. It's a survival behavior tied directly to feeding and closeness. Most cats stop needing to do this once they're weaned, but many carry the behavior into adulthood, especially when they feel a strong emotional connection to someone. When an adult cat needs you, especially while purring, their brain is essentially replaying one of the most comforting experiences of early life and associating that comfort with you. Then there's a behavior that confuses almost every cat owner at least once. Your cat drops a toy at your feet. Or if they go outside, something far less pleasant, like a small prey animal. It might seem gross or confusing, but scientists have a few theories about why this happens. And one of the leading ideas connects directly back to maternal behavior. Mother cats bring prey back to teach their kittens hunting skills, gradually introducing them to live or dead prey as part of their development. Some researchers believe that when a cat brings you something, they may be enacting a similar teaching behavior, treating you the way a mother would treat a kitten who still needs guidance. Whether or not your cat sees you as capable of hunting, the instinct behind the gesture is rooted in nurturing. Scientists didn't expect this next behavior to mean quite as much as it does. It's the slow blink. You've probably heard it called the cat kiss. Your cat looks at you, slowly closes their eyes, and opens them again in a soft, deliberate way. Researchers have actually studied this exact behavior and found that cats blink slowly more often at humans they trust, and that humans who slow blink back can increase a cat's positive response toward them. In feline communication, fully closing your eyes in front of another creature is an act of vulnerability. Predators don't get to close their eyes around threats. So when your cat does this with you, they're telling your nervous system, without any ambiguity, that they feel completely at ease around you. Now picture your cat walking up and pressing their cheek gently against your leg, your hand, maybe even your face. This is called bunning. And it isn't just affection. It's a scent-marking behavior. Cats have scent glands concentrated around their face. And when they rub against you, they're depositing pheromones that create what researchers sometimes call a shared family scent. In multi-cat households, cats do this to each other to build a communal identity, a signal that says, we belong to the same group. When your cat does this to you, they're folding you into that same category, the category reserved for their closest bonded relationships. Here's something that often gets completely overlooked. Listen to how your cat meows. Adult cats rarely meow at each other. It's mostly a kitten-to-mother communication tool, used to signal hunger, distress, or the need for attention. And it mostly fades out once cats reach adulthood. But here's the interesting part. Many cats continue to meow constantly at their humans, sometimes developing distinct meows for different needs, almost like a personalized vocabulary built specifically for you. This suggests your cat has preserved a communication channel that biologically belongs to the mother-kitten relationship and repurposed it entirely for their bond with you. But here's where almost everyone misreads what's actually happening. Think about what your cat does during a thunderstorm, or when unexpected guests show up, or when a loud noise startles them. Where do they go? For a lot of cats, the answer is straight to their person. This connects to a concept psychologists call a secure base, originally used to describe how human children use a caregiver as an emotional safety zone during stressful situations. A securely attached child will explore the world confidently, but return to their caregiver the moment things feel uncertain. Multiple studies on cat behavior have found strikingly similar patterns. Cats that are securely attached will explore a new environment, but consistently return to check in, using their person as a stabilizing presence in an unpredictable moment. This next sign is one of the most misunderstood behaviors in the entire list. When your cat rolls onto their back and shows you their stomach, that is one of the most vulnerable positions an animal can offer. It exposes vital organs, removes their ability to react quickly, signals total relaxation. But here's the important nuance. It's not necessarily an invitation for belly rubs. Many cats actually don't enjoy that at all. What it really represents is trust. Pure, undefended trust. A cat wouldn't expose themselves like that around something they perceived as a threat. When they do it around you, repeatedly, in calm moments, That's far more meaningful than it first appears. Then there's grooming. And this one is deeply intimate, even if it doesn't always feel that way. If your cat has ever licked your hand, your hair, or your arm, that's not a random quirk. It's a specific social behavior called allo-grooming. In cat colonies, grooming is reserved almost exclusively for individuals within the same trusted social group, often between a mother and her kittens, or between cats who share a strong bond. It strengthens social ties and reinforces a shared identity within the group. When your cat licks you, they are treating you exactly the way they would treat another cat they consider close family, wrapped inside something that looks on the surface like a simple lick. And now, the strongest piece of evidence, the one that ties every previous sign together. Full body relaxation, loose posture, deep uninterrupted sleep, slow steady breathing, half-closed eyes, an exposed belly without any tension in the muscles. Individually, these might just look like a comfortable cat. But researchers at Oregon State University ran a modified version of the human infant attachment test, originally used to study bonds between toddlers and their parents, and applied it directly to cats and their owners. What they found was remarkable. A significant majority of cats displayed secure attachment patterns almost identical to those seen in human children, using their owner as a source of comfort in unfamiliar situations, and returning to a state of calm exploration once reassured by their presence. This wasn't anecdotal. It was measured, structured, peer-reviewed. This is exactly what researchers hoped to measure. And it suggests that the emotional architecture cats use to bond with their caregivers may be far closer to human attachment systems than we ever gave them credit for. So, does your cat literally believe you are their biological mother? Probably not. Not in the way we understand it consciously, but their brain doesn't need a literal belief to activate real attachment behavior. The same neurological and hormonal systems that shape their earliest bond with their mother appear to get repurposed almost seamlessly into their relationship with you. Your cat may never understand the word family, but through thousands of tiny behaviors repeated every single day, the following: the greeting, the slow blink, the quiet trust of an exposed belly, they may already be telling you exactly what family means to them. Not every cat shows every single sign. Personality plays a huge role here. So don't worry if your cat expresses affection differently. What matters is the underlying pattern of trust, not a perfect checklist. So how many of these signs does your cat show? Let us know in the comments below. And if you discovered something new today, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more science-backed insights into your cat's amazing world.